Okay, so in my last video, I finished this problem and I had apparently forgotten to hit record again, so the writing is there, but I didn't get to explain the steps. So I'm just going to go back a couple steps here, you guys. Let's go to right here. Okay, so all we have right here, let me get rid of this distribution line too. All we have right here is our substitution, okay? So we had already solved for f of g of x, and so now we're solving for g of f of x. And so we substituted the red value into this x on our g of x, and so that is represented right here, okay? So it's negative parenthesis x minus 2 raised to the 5th power plus 6. That replaces the x in the g of x. Then we have to simplify. So the first thing we can do, well, we have to go inside out. X minus 2, there's nothing to simplify in the parentheses there. So then we move out to these further parentheses, you know, here. Nothing we can do there. We can't distribute this negative into the x minus 2 because it's being raised to the 5th power. And this negative is really not multiplying by that 6 there, so we can't distribute that either. So then we move out farther to these grouping symbols. All right, so what we see there, we can distribute this negative here and to the 6 in the back. So we will rewrite that as 2 plus 6 plus x minus 2 to the 5th power minus 6. That whole thing gets raised to the 1/5 power. Now you can see we can cancel the 6 and then the negative 6 inside of that grouping symbol. So we can rewrite it as x minus 2 to the 5th, all of that raised to the 1/5 power. So we have the 5th power raised to the 1/5 power. Again, reciprocal powers multiply to 1, so that cancels. We get 2 plus x minus 2. Our 2's cancel in and we end up with x. So since both functions ended up with x once we put one inside the other, then yes, these are inverse functions.